All right, July 28th, and the Terminator is here. There's a lot of wasps out at this place. I'm allergic to bee sting, so that means I'm allergic to any kind of sting, and I'm killing these guys. I'm spraying them with the wasp and hornet killer, and I'm hosing these bad boys down. Yeah, it kills them pretty much on contact. So when we first looked at this place, it was a huge hornet or wasp nest. It was probably as bigger than that basketball, and it was up over here. I'll show you. It was up in the top, inside the top of that peak. You can kind of see the remnants of it there, the remnants of it, and it looks like, I don't know why they hired some professional company to come take it down. Why they didn't scrub all that out of there, I don't know. But you can see there's still wasps flying around up there, and they'll just build it again. What they don't understand is I'm allergic, and it isn't a matter of leave me alone and I'll leave you alone. I'm gonna kill them. I'm gonna kill them off. I don't like stinging insects, and I will terminate them. So as you can see, it's warm. It's July 28th. Just brought back some chlorine for the pool. Dumped a bunch of chlorine in it. Bought some fans from Harbor Freight. Gonna get one fan going right now. And what we're gonna do is clean the back room of the garage here. I didn't get to show you any of this. We have what's known as a cistern system. These are 2,500 gallon a piece water tanks. Let me turn the light switch on. That's right, our water is actually city water because the aquifer here, what do you call it? The water, man, the well water is here is so salty. The guy that sold us the house said first 3 years him and his wife lived here and kids. They tried using the water and it destroyed a wellhead pump every year. So one a year. It destroyed their dishwasher and their clothes washer. So they put these in. Everybody on this road has water. Most of them, I guess, or a few of them, the higher dollar joints put these things in the ground. But you see, it's all insulated. There's a furnace in the corner over there that we're going to be able to build a plenum on, tap into, and the heat remain in here with the pump over there. So, you know, obviously it doesn't freeze in the winter. But we're going to clean this joint all up. They had dogs. The renters that were in here had dogs. It stinks in here. It's like a musty nastiness, you know. But this was going to be the fiberglass room. We were going to put a curtain across here and spray fiberglass and paint and stuff in here, but because the place doesn't have a basement, we got to have somewhere to put our basement stuff. And I think simply, Sherry's seen this, and she's a little weird about, you know, bugs and BS, but I think it'll help in cutting down on the amount of stuff the females collect, because this is not ideal. Most anything that's going to have to be in here is going to have to be in a tote, and then be in one of those extra large 55-gallon drum thick black garbage bags, just so nothing gets into it, you know. So I got to give this area up, and this is really all I have to work with. So eventually we'll pop a hole in this wall, lay some concrete out here, God willing, you know, God willing. I just did some weed whacking here because I got to kill all this. I'm a city boy. I want concrete, but this was all overgrown. I whacked all this down, and there's our homemade pump. This is the salty water pump right here. Not the wellhead. That's on the other side of the swimming pool. But you lift this thing up, and out comes the water. This is pretty cool. It doesn't taste salty. It does taste like well water, but. So, I mean, it's usable. You can use it. I wouldn't ingest it. It is potable, I guess you say. You could drink it. I'm not gonna. But so there you go. That's why the, you know, 16 feet of the 40 feet front to back is, and 12 feet of that 16 feet is occupied by these big water tanks. And then you can see where they pump it right in. The water guy is right around the block from here. He brings a big truck with the city water, right? So it's hooks up his hoses, runs his hoses, fills it right up. So yeah, and I guess with the guy, his wife, and his kids, the water lasted, I don't know, what do you say, 4, 5, 6 months or something. Maybe yeah, 6 months or something like that. It's on septic, so we don't pay any city other than the water. And he said to fill up the 5,000 gallons was about $225, $235, which is pretty good. We don't pay any sewer, city sewer or anything, because we have septic. And they were going 5 years on pump out. We made that kind of mandatory, is that they pump out the crap tank because it was full. So with just me and Sherry here, every bit of surely 5 years or more, you know, 6, 7 years on a pump job. So what we're doing here today is brought some lights. We're gonna see there's just no light on this side. The thermostat is here. That's the furnace. I think it's 75,000 BTU. The guy that sold us the place said he thought it was 90,000. It's more than enough to heat this whole garage here. Once we get our foam, we have styrofoam insulation that's going to go on the walls, and we're going to pin it up. So we got to get everything squared away. What we want to do first is run the shop vac and get all the spider webs out of here, clean everything up off the floor real good, throw out all this garbage, get it good and cleaned up, get the inch of dust off the top of each of the tanks. Just get this place clean, because I'm a city boy. I'm not I may be country one day, but I'm not right now, and I don't like hanging out in nasty, dirty, spider-infested places. So I know what y'all are saying. Oh, he's gonna have a problem. You're right. I have a problem right now. I got to clean this joint up, and it's gonna be straight, square, and clean, and it's gonna stay that way. So we'll get it all, this side all cleaned up, then we'll get on the other side, and we'll bring the shop vac in here. And you can see there's plenty of rubble up on top of there. I don't know what those, it's just some extra hose or something, but we're gonna shop vac all that down. We've got a little brush that goes on our shop vac. We're gonna get all this kitty litter and stuff off the floor, as far, you know, around everything. I mean, they're touching here right at the bottom, so not much we can do about that there. And we can get in there as far as we can, you know, and suck all of it out as best we can, and we're gonna stay on top of this. Spider webs up in the creek, get it all down, all down. We're gonna hang up some lights in here so we got good light. We'll shop vac all this dirt off the floor, and then we're gonna get in here with the bucket. We got a spigot in, for, you know, from the pump here. So we have garden hose. We got some nice lemon smelling soap. We're gonna scrub all this down, and then shop vac, take the filter off and shop vac that all up and get this place nice and clean. So maybe Sherry's not coming tomorrow, Saturday. She's not gonna be able to come tomorrow. She's got a graduation party. So I just want to get this back half cleaned up. So when it is time to haul the basement at our other house over here, we have somewhere to put it, because we're not putting any of that stuff in the house. In the house, everything's gonna have a place, and you know, like anybody else, you want to keep it to a dull roar in there. You don't want to be loading it up. You know what? I know a lot of people don't like this. They say a home's not a home unless it has knickknacks and all that stuff. I prefer my house to look like a hotel. Countertop with nothing on it. You know what I mean? Coffee table, maybe you got a candle on it or something, you know. But it's so easy to collect crap when you start loading things on every flat space. So I'm a little anal about that, and I'm sure, you know, it's gonna get out of hand, but what do you do? Sherry won't see this video, so it's all good. I can say that now. So once we get the back done there, probably tomorrow, I'll go ahead and get this the walls all sucked down with the shop vac. Get that all squared away. But maybe we do all of vacuuming today, and then we come back and do the wet stuff tomorrow. Maybe that'd be the way to go. But this plastic is probably coming down. I'm not against the plastic. Obviously, we use that in the RPM facility there in Racing Roseville. But if we can, we'd prefer to put something else up like he did here. Just continue on doing what he was doing. We also have an issue back here where he wanted to put some kind of wood burning stove in here, and you see we got a little leak here because he put a stove pipe out here and then never used it. You really can't see it because that branch is in the way. This is an old chicken coop. All this is coming down. I'm plowing all this shit under and gonna burn it. There's the stove pipe. You can see if I come around this way, maybe you see it a little better. See, they left a bunch of junk out here. This is country living though, right? They just pile it up and then weeds grow around it. That ain't gonna work for me, man. I want to clear all this stuff. All this stuff has to go. I want to be able to see all four corners of my yard. You see what he's got going on. The rain hits it and it runs right down the pipe right inside. So that's got to come out. I want to put a louvered exhaust fan, attic fan, in where it's already got a hole there. We may as well utilize it. And run ducting, round duct down here. We'll put a vent in here, and then we'll put another vent in here. That way we just need one straight pipe with the big fan and the louvers on the back wall. And in the summer we can put it on a thermostat and it'll just suck the hot air right out of here. In the winter, obviously that one won't be used for the heat, but we can build a big plenum on top of there, right, and then just tap into it, run the pipe, the ducting out to this side of the wall. I mean, we'll blow some heat here for sure, blow some heat on that half as well, and then get through this wall, and we ain't got to come out maybe halfway, if that, and just come on out and run it. It won't be like a chimney pipe for a wood burner where it's got to be insulated. You cut a hole in this and just run the pipe right through it, right? Run the ducting right through it. It's not going to get so hot that it's going to catch anything on fire. So that's where we're at. We got a lot of work to do, and as you can see, I'm the only one here. It's quiet out here. They left me the lawnmower for free. It's got a burned up steering shaft. The gear on the steering shaft is all cobbled up. You go to YouTube and just click in lawn tractor won't steer or won't turn, and there's all kinds of videos. Every one of these things do the same thing. They got, almost all of them have the same bushing in the bottom of the frame of the chassis that wears out. As soon as it starts wearing out and the shaft can move, it'll start hopping teeth. If you keep driving it anyway, it'll chew up the teeth and then it won't turn at all. So that's going to cost about 60 bucks to fix it. We brought a battery charger with us today. The guy said it runs, keys in it. He said it runs great. It's for him, you know, he says riding a little mower like this is not comfortable for him. He thinks it's a rough ride. So hey, it's free. If it's free, it's for me. We'll run the guts out of this thing to the end of the summer. It'll be an end of July. We ain't got a heck of a lot more time. You know, October, once all the leaves fall, you're pretty much done cutting the grass, right? So we'll play with it a bit, but that comes probably Sunday. We'll be out here tearing this apart. Already looked up all the parts from the serial number and model number underneath the seat. We know what we need. We'll just go ahead and order that stuff up and get it here. We'll be cutting our own grass next week. So, like I said, the place needs to be opened up and aired out. We'll get the fan blowing through here shortly and get some of this musty stink out of here, man. Can't hardly stand it. So that's it for right now. More than enough for right now. Episode number 1 from the new home base of RPM Products RPM Speed and Sport, I should say, the old RPM products, out here in China Township. Great state of Michigan. Love y'all. Hang in there. It'll get better. I think I'm going to end up losing some weight, all this sweating. We're praying for you. Yeah, man. More to come.